Hi, Maritrini. How's it going? I just started streaming, so you're just in time. Hopefully, my audio's working. Hi, Maritrini. How's it going? Okay, it looks like my audio is working, which is good. Good. Oh, very good. That's great. I have watched Zootopia the movie on 2016. Oh, that movie. Oh, very cool. It's been a long time since that movie was released, so I'm sure that was if you were rewatching it, it's probably nostalgic. So, I don't know how long I'll be streaming for today. I do have to get some things done before I have work tonight, but this is probably going to be the only time that's going to be quiet before I go to work. So, that's why I'm streaming right now. I was in the middle of applying for jobs, but I can just go back to that after this. Ben Data is my den? Yes. It's tempting for me to just join this, but I'm not sure if I should while I'm streaming, so I probably shouldn't do that, but yeah. Because the problem is that I'll just be recording whoever is doing what there, and then I didn't get their permission to do that, so I can't just go and do it. Come to think of it, I don't think I ever considered just trying to stream at a desk instead of my bed. Because what I've been doing is I pretty much just barely wake up and then do this. So I don't really leave, like, I don't get ready for the day at all, pretty much. And this could be the reason why I keep having issues with my feet falling asleep and my nose wanting to do stuff. Like, I don't know. That might be what it is. I'm not sure. Like, I want to move, but at the same time, I don't want to move. So I'm just kind of stuck here. While we're waiting to see if anyone else joins, I guess I could technically still apply for jobs. Just have to take out another device. But it's so hard to apply for jobs on anything other than a computer because it just gets so difficult to work with the interface when it's something other than a computer. It's just weird. But yeah. Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. I know it takes about like a minute for you to be able to talk, so feel free to say hi when that goes by if you want to. Like there has to be some way I can like organize like how I apply through my phone versus my computer, especially when I'm not always able to have my computer with me. Then like instead of scrolling on social media, I can actually use my time better or something. I don't know. It's tricky. It it takes longer for me to apply for a job through my phone because I just have to like work around that interface first. Yesterday, AJ was working well, but today is down for no reason. It's down right now. I know it was having a server issue. I don't know if it was yesterday or not. I think it was. But yeah. You got a pet cow. Oh yeah, the new cows. That's really cool. And you got your coyote back. Congratulations. Glad that you got it back. Hi, Star Resident. How's it going? Hi, Snowy Fox AJ. Welcome back. How's it going? Yes, hello. Still really early in the stream, so we're just kind of waiting around, but yes. I was just like thinking out loud about how I can like apply for jobs when I don't have my computer because it's so much harder to apply with my phone or something. So, like, there has to be a way for me to do it efficiently. Good. What about you? I'm doing good too, thank you. I almost want to think about what happened last night at work, but I barely remember. So I might just go with I barely remember. It was well, okay, actually, so yesterday I had the most interesting like customer, I guess, in terms of how I had to handle the cash transactions. So just for context, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm currently working as a carnival ticket seller, and in my previous streams, I've talked about like how interesting that job can be at times. So yeah, there was a faulty computer involved in this, and it definitely happened again. But what I'm thinking about specifically is I'm only given like a certain amount of cash to work with. Um, like before I guess I'm out of like change to exchange with people. So it barely nearly became this because my like the dollar bills, like I don't get like big ones, I get like smaller ones. So it started getting really complicated because like I was getting like $200 bills, like two $100 bills for like five purchases, like for the same thing, and then like the change was like I don't know, $70 or something. And then I was starting to like run out of like 20s and 50s and like things that can make that go faster. And started going to like the tens and then the fives and like yeah. So like if it happened like five times, then you start running out of your dollar bills really quickly. And it went down to just having the fives as the biggest. So um it was fun. I was under a lot of pressure. I think people picked up on that a little bit and yeah. It was great, but that's what I'm here for. I'm here to learn how to work under pressure and understand how to handle interesting moments. So that's fine. But that's perhaps why I didn't want to remember that. And this morning I was like, hey, I don't remember anything. Anyway, I'm trying to get into doing masterpieces because you just want cool items. Yes, that's a great idea. If you can draw art, when people value your art, they will pay you really well for it. Just, I will say that. because I'm someone who draws art as well, and you'll be pleasantly surprised by how nice people are when they're very supportive of it. I suppose I could get into drawing like a little bit like more original art. Like I'm a little bit more of a fan art kind of person on this game, but I mean people like it, so we're going with it. But original art, I'm sure that it would be fine. I mean, if I have like a similar drawing style in terms of like I guess like the way that I draw things, then I'm sure it can transfer over into something original too. I just don't really draw on Animal Jam too much because it's different. It's a different interface, different drawing tool. It's just kind of like, if I want to draw original art, it's probably better to do it outside of the game. It probably is easier, but I don't know. Anyway, though, yeah, I feel like everything I've pretty much said about my job has been like, oh no, it's bad, or it sounds like it's bad. It's really not that bad. I mean, you get some weird like moments like with your computer. It's mostly the computer's fault, when it comes to those things, um but there's plenty of nice people too. Most people are nice. They're not going to, be annoyed with you necessarily. Um I mean, I don't know. I don't think people are really that mean. So, it's been mostly fine. Like people are very polite. So it's not that bad of a job. I'm not trying to like scare away people from like, oh no, I can't do that job anymore. You just get little like, interesting things happen every now and then, but um it's an interesting job. I actually ran into a former high school classmate last night because I was at like in the booth that I'm selling from. So, and she was a customer, which is really interesting. I hadn't seen her in a long time, and I was like, "Wow, I know who you are." Like I was like barely like paying attention to like who I was looking at. Like, okay, it's kind of weird because like when I'm handling like cash transactions and all that, I have to be very attentive to what I'm doing to make sure I don't make a mistake because once I go through with the transaction, you can't. Well, it gets a little bit tricky to refund people. I don't think it's possible for the most part. So you have to be correct, right? And then like I like barely look at people too because I'm like so busy like paying attention to what they said that I don't really look at them too closely. But like so like this person like I saw her face and I was like, "Wait, I know you." And then I just kind of like pushed that aside because I needed to listen to the order. But then she reintroduced herself to me because she recognized me too. And I was like, "Oh, okay, so we do know each other. That's good." you know. But that was really nice. And I didn't expect like like for us to recognize each other because we both look different. I mean, years of like time like changes people, like your hairstyle changes, your clothing changes, all that stuff. So, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that at all. If AJ had the same art studio that AJ Classic has the same art studio AJ does, it'd be way easier. I'm not really familiar with how the other like what the other interface I guess looks like. I feel like I should know though, because I think I did try to draw on there once. I want to say I guess it's more compatible with your tablet because like you can download the Animal Jam app on your tablet and you can't do that with AJ Classic, but yeah, I get that. I guess for AJ Classic, you need to have like a touch screen or you need to use your finger, which I've done before. It's really interesting. They have yeah, or you can use a drawing tablet where you can figure it out. They have layers. Oh, that is easier. That would help so much, especially if like you well, I feel like the biggest thing about this tool, like in Agent Classic, is it's really hard to undo your changes. Like you only get to undo one time, and then once you do that, then you're stuck with it. Yeah. But yeah, if there's layers, I think what you mean by that is like you can draw like one layer and then move it around if you want to, right? That's really helpful. You can copy and paste things too. That would be, or I'm assuming you can do that. That would be nice as well. Then you can be more consistent. It's too busy here. I like how I like change where I am, and I already know that it's going to be difficult for me to not stream. I mean, advertise. So I just immediately leave. They can also undo a bunch over there. No, that's so helpful. Yeah, that would be great if we could do that here too. I wonder why. Why would you set it up to where you can only undo once, though? I feel like even for someone, I'm not trying to be like critical or anything. I'm just wondering, like, as someone who's like designing it, like, wouldn't you think it's probably hard to draw that way? I don't know. Did you just see that? That person said fire at my den. That's really out of context. That makes sense. It probably was easier to code at the time. I mean, everything like technology was still developing, so and maybe they were going to expand on it and just never had the time to or something. We don't know. But I guess another thing though is we were kids, right? I don't think they were really expecting us to use it for complicated drawings. I'm just gonna say probably not. And then people started to, and then they're like, "Oh, okay." Like I don't think we can even like see like the art really too much of the art anymore that people did draw like years ago because so many people are overriding it with like more complicated advanced art if you want to put it that way. Like most of us are adults. I'm sure most of our artists are also adults, so and they've been drawing for a long time, so then they can draw something complicated. I don't know. Like I don't think I paid attention too much to what art like generally looked like years ago, so I wouldn't be able to know like yeah, at this point like what it did look like in the past. We don't know. As someone who studied computer science, I do understand like the when it's easier to code, you just go with it kind of thing because like you might be surprised by how simple things are, but also how complicated things are when it comes to coding things. So yeah, I've seen like games like a lot differently after studying computer science because I kind of understand like how it works a little better. Trying to think if there's like a way that like in Animal Jam specifically that I can definitely recognize it, but mm, I mean, I guess conditional statements or Boolean values like true or false. If this is true, then you do this. Like if Sloweater keeps spamming this message like 10 times, then that must be a bad thing, so we'll just block it and then you have to change it. So something like that. I don't know. I have noticed that I can get away with just changing one character on this whole message and then it will let me do the whole thing again. So I don't think they look at like I think it's called substrings or something. And that means like so like this whole text right here would be considered a string, which is I think it's a type. like if you know Python, I think it's considered a type in Python. Um, so like a type of thing, so like a number, which would be like an integer, or a string, so that's like characters of text. I feel like that's not making sense. And I'm thinking like, so a substring would be like part of this string, so like eater and Sloweater, AJ, blah blah blah. So they don't like parse this entire string for that one part and decide like, oh, you're saying the same thing again. So therefore, if you just change one character right here, then it's pretty much the same thing, right? You could just say the whole message again, but just say for that one character right there, it's a new it's a new message. So you can get away with it. That's the way I can think about these things now, which I'm like, how helpful is that for me? I don't know. I'm not going into software engineering, which is kind of a problem because I think people expect you to use your degree for that, and I don't want to. So, uh, hmm. But that's kind of where. Oh, see, there you go. And now I have to change the character again. Do this one. See, there you go. It works. Um, so like thinking that way, like thinking like, oh, there's like a substring and a string and all that. Like thinking about like those small details to problem solve. That's kind of what they want you to do in this field. If you've heard of leak code, that means when people do technical interviews, they use this tool to help them practice for those questions. And it has like practice problems that have some complexity in them. Like you need to think about it and think about small details such as like substrings or um, if you use like this type right here, then it's going to cause this to happen and all that. So you need to also consider this so that you don't have that one edge case happen. Like you have to think about edge cases, which means like unique situations that happen with your program. Exceptions, very rare exceptions. I don't know. Um, and I'm like, I'm not into that. I'm not. I just no. That doesn't even guarantee employment anymore. I just will say that like upfront. It's starting to it's kind of starting to become impossible to go into this field because of like how competitive it's getting. So if everyone's doing the same thing, like they're doing leak code, they're getting a computer science degree, they're doing I guess hackathons and data structures and algorithms and all that conventional stuff, getting at least one internship. Um, then the one thing that will make you stand out is if you like win a prestigious award or something. Like it's starting to become like that to me, and I'm like, no, bye bye. We're not doing that. Too much pressure. But yeah, the top people, like the people who can like get to that point of like doing like beyond like the things you already have to do, which is already not easy to do. Those people get into like the FANG companies, so that's like Meta and Amazon, Apple, Google, Netflix. I think that's what all that stands for. I'd set it out of order, I think, but yeah. Uh, and I guess like other ones that follow are like Pinterest, TikTok, like any social, like any big company for anything, I guess. So social media or I don't know, cybersecurity networks, stuff like that. I don't know. It is oversaturated. It really is. I'm almost like I probably shouldn't have done this major now, but I don't know. I wasn't happy in my other major either, and I don't think that's any easier to get a job in, so I'm just like not sure. Because I was an engineering student before I changed majors to computer science. And I'm very glad that I switched majors not to extend my graduation by a fifth year. That wasn't fun. Because I just finished, but I just finished getting my bachelor's degree. But yeah, I didn't want to stay in my other major though because I just didn't like it. I didn't like physics and chemistry and calculus, like not like that. I was going to suffer for 4 years if I stayed there. And I already wasn't doing that well in my classes because I didn't like it. Like really like how much I like or dislike something really shows up in my performance, unfortunately, which I know some people can like put up with it and like still do well in it, even if they hate it, but I just refuse to because I'm like my life is too short for me to do that. I can't. I'd prefer to be happy. And then you just deal with people who are like, be realistic. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Again, life is too short, so I'm not doing that. So I changed majors to computer science because I did like that better, but I did feel like I probably should have specialized a little differently than I did. But I have a stronger programming background because of what I've done, so in that sense, that's actually not a bad thing. Um, for the specialization I was interested in through my college, if I had done that, I wouldn't have been able. Well, it's not that I wouldn't have been able to, but it would have been, I guess, harder for me to make time to pick up on programming skills, which they didn't really do a lot in that specialization, which is UI UX design, informatics, that kind of thing. So that's like focusing more on like the user experience. It's a little bit more like psychology mixed with technology. They don't really teach coding as much there, so I think it's a little bit harder if you don't have that, I guess, in your course schedule because then you have to pick it up in your own time and that can be harder to do, like depending on where you're going. It's, yeah, I don't know, it kind of depends on what you're doing. Exactly. Life is too short to spend it doing something that makes you miserable. I definitely agree. I feel like I should go back and talk to myself about going to college because I actually didn't like going to college, but I don't know. It's a little bit, it's like, I don't know at this point what you do need to do in order to get a job anymore. It's like really like mysterious. So, I mean, you can get a degree, you cannot get a degree. I mean, people don't always have to get a degree to do well, but then when you get a degree, you sometimes do worse. It's like, well, okay. I just don't trust anything anymore. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do whatever I want and see what happens because, like, I just don't think there's any like special, like, magical one way like ticket to somewhere that's guaranteed to give you success. Like, it's just like no. I've learned my lesson with that one. So yeah, I'm just doing whatever I want, which yeah, I'm streaming, I make music, I'm working as a ticket seller with a bachelor's degree, which I don't think a lot of people do, but I don't really care. I'm having a good time. I will say though, for the industry that I do want to go into, what I want to do is I want to use my computer science degree in like the entertainment industry, so specifically music, because I like music. So I'm kind of hoping to like use it, like say like in a record label to help with like their data or their website or something. That might take some time for me to get like be able to get into though because I don't know, that's already a competitive industry, and I've kind of realized recently I may need to like take more classes or something in order to qualify myself for some of the roles, but I'm not sure yet. Everything you've been told to do with your life has been disproven. Oh yeah, I feel that. Get a degree to get a better job. Yeah. But degrees are so expensive. You'll spend so much time paying off. No, I get that. Yeah. Definitely agree. I mean, I did 5 years in college and I'm like, uh I mean, uh so I spent a lot of my youth doing that. I don't really know if it did anything yet. I mean, it's too early for me to tell if it actually is helping me or not because I just graduated. But like, I don't know. It's I'm just almost like thinking like maybe I should have just like realized like before I started college like so what did I want to do, and then maybe I didn't necessarily need to go to college for this or did what I did. It's hard to tell. But getting things disproven, like, yes. No, that's definitely happened. Like, I don't know if it's necessarily from like my degree or my choice of like where I went to school or something and what I studied, but There's definitely been a lot of moments where I've been told, "Oh, you'll like doing this," or "This is what you should do," or "This is what you'll want to do," and I'm like, "Mm-mm, you're wrong. You're so wrong. I know myself better than you." But it's funny how that works out. But yeah, at least we know that. It's good that we're aware because I would hope that means we're going to do something about it, which I'm definitely trying to. We're here right now, right? I wonder how long this stream has been. Oh, it's been 33 minutes. Wow. Ranting about the job market is so fun. I mean, it's not fun, but like when people get it, it's good. I've also been learning like to stop talking to people who just don't really understand like they don't understand me and what I want and all that. And if they do still make comments, I'm just like, okay, and then I just ignore them. It's kind of become like that. I'm like at this point, just I'm just going to filter out what I need to hear and what I don't need to hear, and we're good because we don't have time for this anymore. I'm sure it's gonna get more like this as I get older. So I'm just like, it's just starting now. It's just getting started. Why did you give your red panda star sunglasses? That's agonizing to draw. Are you drawing your avatar right now? That's just like when I tried to draw my eagle and have the rocker outfit, and this is incredibly difficult to draw. Especially when you already have like wings and you're like, so should I take a picture of myself like flying or sitting down? It's fun. I'm gonna check my Jags. I hope you have a great day. Oh, thank you. Oh, look at that. See, Halloween is coming, so this is a good reminder about that. Thank you so much. I shall answer. Just the one with the simplest outfit. Wait, what do you mean by that? Oh, you're talking about your avatar. Got it, got it. I think. Well, that's still, yeah, I mean, that's rough. I don't know what to. Hmm. Your Crystal Wolf 245, you want to peep. Oh, no worries, no worries. I mean, look, my username is also my childhood one, and I'm like, it's a unusual one, but I mean, there you go. At this point, you just make whatever you want and just go with it. Yes, thank you very much. Sure, I will look at it right now, and I don't know if you wanted me to put you on the stream or not, but oh, that's cool. Very nice. I like the glasses. It does look good. But I guess, yeah, drawing them, like, yeah, that can be tricky though, because if you want to make it look like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but if you're trying to, like, make the star look the same on one side and the other, and I'm assuming you're drawing on AJ Classic where you can't, like, copy and paste. Yeah, that's fun. Very fun. I feel like I almost pressed the wrong button somewhere. Okay, I'm good. I thought I pressed like my mute button instead of my show the screen back on the or show the screen again button, but yeah. Oh, you're fine with being shown. You think you're amazing. Yes, you are amazing. You want me to do it again for you? I can do it for you if you want. See, look at this. Very fabulous. Very good. We should add each other as well. I'd wear sunglasses on here too, but Like, because I think they look great as well. I just think it looks a little bit funny on the eagle sometimes to wear glasses. So I just wear my headphones. But my wolf, I do wear. I can show you. I just give me a second though. I will surprise you with my outfit. Just give me a moment. I lost my membership, so all of my clothing items have disappeared from the animal again. So this will take a moment. You always forget how bad stream delay is. Yeah, me too. I it's interesting for sure because like it's especially like when I say something and I know like if in a few seconds you will hear it and then I'm like, what if I said something I didn't want to say, you know? Or same with like showing something on the screen, I'm like, I probably shouldn't have done that or something. I don't know. I think about that, I'm like, well, that's gonna feel weird. Wait, I'm confused about this. Wait. I'm trying to remake my outfit and I realized like something was different about it for some reason. Must have accidentally changed something. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I changed it for you. You ready? Here you go. Isn't that beautiful? It's so great. And I got all of these items. So these are the Graham's Workshop items: the glove, the tail, and the glasses. Or I guess they're goggles. I think. Um, I got all of these myself. I didn't buy them from anyone. I just went and did the adventure and got all of the silver and all of the gold and all of the um I forgot what this was made of, like wood and stone, I guess. I did all of that by myself. I'm very proud of it. This was hard work. These two items, the glove and the tail, took hours. I actually binge watched the entire Twilight series just to do this, I think. I forgot. I did that plus I did like a really long like stationary bike workout one time. That was really interesting. It really was. It was so much work. Actually, I should be advertising. Hold on. We're gonna fly. 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 Okay. We're back. Hello. Well, it's been 41 minutes. I know that my like special time to stream, which is generally quiet, has a chance of ending around now or maybe in another half an hour to an hour, so it's gonna be dependent on that. We will see. Because with how bad my microphone is, especially, like, I can only pretty much stream when it's not very loud where I am and it gets loud, like, after people start coming into the house and all that. So we'll see. Hopefully we can keep going. Also, I guess another thing I'll just say out loud, I usually try to, like, save, like, my risks for when we actually hit, like, I don't know, every 5 people or something. Because, especially because I'm starting to run out. Um, But then, like, if I end a stream, like, before that happens, then I'm like, I feel so weird about keeping people here for this long, like, nothing happens. So I'm like, I should maybe try doing a different giveaway, but then I'm like, what do I give instead? So I'm like, well, I have clothing betas and some wild weekend items that people don't want to buy from my shop, but they may go up in value, so you can hold on to it and use it for me, or a nice rare item Monday item that's going to go up in value probably too, or a collector's spike. I don't know. I don't know what to do. So hard to decide because it kind of comes to the point where like something sits in your inventory for so long that you're like, at this point, I just need to get rid of it. So like, I don't really mind. It's just more like I'm not sure what to give away, I guess, that people would like. Aside from like a rare spiked wrist. Because I have a feeling that may be what happens today if the stream has to end before we get there, which is possible. We don't know. Huh. I guess also this time of the day, people aren't very active with going on live streams either. That's good to know. I never know like what time to come on here if people want to attend the stream. So it's kind of like a hit or a miss thing. I went to the same place again. That's not gonna help. Oh, okay. I will have to end the stream. Okay, someone's gonna come in, but do you guys want to do like a quick giveaway if you're still here? And ignore the noise if there's any noise, but I'll wait a few minutes. If nobody chats, I'm gonna assume I'm the only one in here, so probably we'll just end the stream without doing anything, but I'm gonna mute myself because it's gonna get loud. You're still here, but it's up to you. Okay. I think you might actually be the only person who's on here right now because I can like see like who's active and not, and you're the only one who has been active. Would you like me to give you something? I can surprise you with something nice, but oops, I accidentally muted myself. But I probably should end the stream though because it's gonna get loud and that's not gonna be pleasant for your ears. But yeah, thank you to everyone who came to the stream today. I guess it was rather slow. It happens though. Hopefully next time we'll have more people. We can give away a rare spiked wrist, but because I have to hold on to those since I don't have like too many of those. I want to save them for like when there's more people. But yeah, have a nice day or night, everyone.